Yes, you've heard me correctly. It is indeed time to finish this for real this time. And hopefully, this time, we'll be able to talk Dr. Vauclair out of this. If not, well, I suppose we'll just have to settle for beating him in fair combat. So, once again, good evening everyone, and welcome back to Wednesday streams. Let me open up Shadowrun Dragonfall, and we can continue where we left off last time. In the meantime, I certainly hope you enjoy the game as much as I did. I've heard some divisive things about Shadowrun Hong Kong, mainly because the sheer volume of text has increased, and you can regard this as both a good and a bad thing. Now, mind you, this does not go over the... what was it? That last part of a sentence kind of went out of my head. I think what I meant to say was that it does not need to go... it doesn't go too much over the combat details, and possibly Matrix, mainly focusing on combat. However, that's not the save I was looking for, so give me another moment. I shouldn't have gone for the Odyssey. This one will do. That is the one I was looking for. Alright, here we go. Here we go. There's Feuerschwinge herself. And over there you'll see her soul trapped in a human body. Yes, that's... Yep, there she is, haunting look, honestly. Alright, now let me just finally check on what this final answer should be. Because I really want to see us succeed, believe it or not. It just doesn't feel right in not being able to talk him out of this. Yes, that is indeed a lot of ground to retread, but hopefully, well, we're just speeding through all of this. Now then, where was I? Now give it a moment, and let me think about it. Either the third or the fourth option. This plan of yours, it's crazy, Doc, but it isn't too late to stop it. I'll help you if you'll let me. Or fourth one. I've heard enough of this, Vauclair. You're nuts. Although, if we follow the logic, it pays to be diplomatic until the end. So I suppose we can go for that one. Looks like that was not the correct option. There was just something that I most likely missed along the way. So I won't be able to talk him out of it. Well, guess we're doing this the hard way then. I think it's time for you and I to go. Because these drakes do not look friendly. Yep, they are indeed fire drakes. Also, all of us need to be patched up. Especially everyone over here. Oh, and I can't even patch myself up because it was during the last bit of combat. Unfortunate. And I will need to take that into account. Okay, now we go over here and 73% on the sniper rifle or 73% on the shotgun. Guess I'll go for the shotgun then. Good shot. That's another fire drake incoming. Yes, indeed, this is why it's called Dragonfall. And look at them spitting fireballs. I can't quite reach it. Can I? Oh, not quite. Still. Good shots all around. Ah, that's a painful miss. Once again, we'll just have to do this all the hard way. What do we have here? One advanced medkit. Dietrich can stay where he is and cast Dragon Slayer Idol for all of us. Now, can your acid stream reach? 52%? Let's take that risk then. Missed. Okay. 43% with your regular attack, then I guess aim on Eiger. Oof. That's some damage. And that's a third fire drake trying to get over there. I guess we're switching positions. Even if... Ow, a little bit. And you are also getting immediately patched up. I hope you'll reciprocate this, or at least throw a nice electricity ball, or was it electro beam, at that bastard. Thank you for that. Back to drone control. And a 1, and a 2, and a 3. Oh, they explode on death. I see. Good to know. Now we just need to lay into them. .84 with a shotgun, 91 with a sniper rifle. And there's of course the voltaic grenade, which I've been saving for a special occasion. Maybe like that one. But of course, first things first. Keep at it. Ah, third shot is a miss, huh? I see how it is. Ow. And that's a fourth fire drake. And once again, I am on the brink of death. Need to keep up. Not what I had in mind. Well, lay in them. What was that one again? Ah. But first things first. and aim on Tiger. Let's just shift you here, and... Guess we're shooting dead fire, Drake. Not too bad. And 1. And 2. And... on the third one, we, of course, gonna need to reload, so switching position. Oh, of course he's woken up by now. And now they're closing in to try and chomp on us. Do not die, my little drone. I still need you alive. Okay, this should be enough, I'm thinking. You will most likely bleed out and die next turn. Can you disable his weapons? Not quite. Well, just keep shooting them. Because we almost got the bastard to the right. Not what I had in mind, Dietrich. But good initiative. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, this is gonna hurt. Not as much as I thought. Finish it off. There. Everyone heals up, and we speak to that strange woman. The gaunt woman pauses at the glass at your approach, her haunted yellow eyes tracking your every move. When you activate the intercom, a green light activates inside the containment cell, and she flinches at it, startled. Feuerschwinge? A small voice whispers through lips that barely move. It sounds hoarse and awkward, like a rusty lock. Help. Please. Help. How do I free you? I don't see an instrument panel for this cell. The guts. Find the guts. By my body. A machine. A machine that keeps me trapped in this jar, this bubbleless prison. Break it, break it, break it. I want to help you, but this place is sealed tight. I know a way to free yourself. Then you help me. A deal. A deal if you agree to free me. Let's think this through, Val. Be careful. Tell you what, you help me out of here and I'll see what I can do. The woman nods enthusiastically. I will help you. Grant you release. And you will repay me in kind. Yes, yes, you can escape from this room. There is a panel in the floor. There is. You can drop down, and you find your way into the guts of this place. There by my body it is the machine. Break it, break it, break it. We'll see. Anything else I can loot? No. I guess this place only had holding cells. Down we go then. Into the dark. You squeeze through the narrow gap beneath the floor panels and climb down into a large space beneath the lab complex. Darkness surrounds you, and the air smells moldy and stale. As your eyes slowly adjust to the light, you can make out the dim planes of cobweb-covered walls and scattered construction equipment. Judging by the dust and disrepair, this place appears to have been abandoned long ago. Meanwhile, somewhere else beneath the Harfeld Manor, Dr. Adrian Vauclair is preparing to wake a dragon and unleash it on an unsuspecting Berlin. Compared to the lab above, the room is almost impossibly quiet. A small amount of light filters in from the narrow passage above you. There appear to be light fixtures mounted in the walls, but there is no sign of a light switch. There's a hell of a boss. It looks abandoned. I think this place is military. Judging by our depth in the markings, I'm guessing it's an abandoned missile base. That would explain why Vauclair chose this place for his operation. Can be easier to find a secret underground base big enough to house a dragon. A missile base in Germany. I wonder who that one was. Alright, first things first. We need to get back into the lab complex and find Vauclair and the worm before it's too late. They've got no choice. If we don't stop Vauclair from releasing the dragon, everyone in the Kreuz Bazaar is dead. Old papers. This appears to be a pile of crumbling papers, but it is too dark to read them. Right, so first things first. Let's grab that fuel canister. And power that generator. Nothing happens. I guess we're looking for one more can of diesel. Ah, fuck, scorpions. At least one scorpion. You just have to be in there. Well, I expect you to die, like a certain James Bond. And you will do me this favor. Kinda like so. Take the diesel. Who even left that scorpion in here anyway? Who is responsible for this mess? To quote a certain scientist. Right, add the diesel fuel. Now try to start the generator. Much better now. Let's look at those papers. At the lightest touch, the papers crumble to dust. You can make out the small scrap that still contains legible writing. Look, Jorg, I don't care what you heard down there. Just because I heard something and a few people just got sick from some weird disease doesn't mean that there are monsters wandering around. We've got to finish our blasting or we won't get paid. No amount of weirdness is going to change that. Oh, and tell me where that glowing rock you saw was when you get back. Who knows, it might be worth something. Either it was uranium or it really was some magical rock. Open the door. And further we go. There is a good-sized crack in the floor with a small amount of light shining through. Look through it. Shapes form in the shadows below, and after a moment you hear footsteps approaching, people talking. I heard the runners escaped. You sure they're gonna come this way? The first voice sounds nervous, young. The second voice is older, confident. They have no choice. It's the only route they have access through. There's a pause and you hear the sound of a throat clearing. So, you think we can stop them? The second voice is dismissive. With 2 whole strike teams already set in ambush, I don't see what chance they have. Well, you're the one who are gonna have to explain it to Odran if they get past us. Which is why we're not gonna screw up. Got it? As soon as any of these doors open, you shoot. Got it? Oh yeah, I got it. The glare from the lights of the floor below fades and your eyes readjust to the room. There's a whole ass welcoming committee over there, so I wish we had another way to go about this. Knock knock. Someone's bloodstained PDA. This is a current model PDA, battered and a bit bloody. The screen is cracked and its buttons are non-functional. The last data entry is on screen. It appears to be an email to someone named Jerry. Can't believe they sent my squad down here to search for those escaped fire drakes. No one's been in these tunnels since the awakening. Who knows what the hell else is down here? Hope those Scorp sightings are just nerves. If a drake and a Scorp see each other, they'll tear each other to pieces. Must be natural enemies or something. They seem to hate each other even more than they hate us. Don't want to have to report back to Odran, but nothing but Drake pieces to show for our time. Well, someone got unlucky. What's over here? Danger. Active blasting area. Door is locked by an old RFID style reader and displays the text level 3 access only. Still functional. So I guess we go into the blast bit to find the new access card. Knock, knock. I see scorpions behind that door, which is fine. Blasting charges. I guess we can't take them just yet. And down here. Shapes form in the shadows below, but you can't make anything out. You can hear one clear voice coming from below. It speaks with authority. Alright everyone, stay sharp. The intruders have escaped. Team 1 is watching the main door, and we're to keep watch here. You see those doors open? You don't think, just shoot. Oh, nothing that we have not heard yet. More blasting charges, which I'm guessing we will be able to activate at some point. Yes, that glowstone may have been warpstone. Or something else entirely. Oh, I see glimpses. I'm not too keen on engaging a fire drake or two. So we'll just continue looking around for now. Then eventually we'll have to face both fire drakes and scorpions. At least one at a time. Another crack. You can make out the shapes in the shadows below. The glare from the lights of the floor below fades and your eyes readjust to the room. Okay, so this is just a room with at least one exit. There's the scorpions. Honestly, I'd rather engage them first than, you know, fire drakes. Scorpions are much more agreeable, if you ask me. Alright, there you go. We'll blast that one. Not quite, so... yeah, just go for that one. Sorry. As I suspected. Well, heal yourself up. And start blasting away. Like that. Perfect. I really should have healed myself up. What do we have here? A storage room with a fire drake inside of it. And I'm guessing if we were to go down here from this direction, we would walk right into that room. I wonder if there's a way to activate those blasting charges. So you can collapse the floor on that moon. And make for a nasty surprise for that mercenary team. This should be possible in theory, if the game is just leaving it there. I'm guessing we'll have to fight those fire drakes for it. As I suspected. Well, this will not be too fun, but it's not like we have that much of a choice, ladies and gentlemen. In we go. There. Now the asshole's awake. There it is, RFID ID card. And focus all of our fire. Thank you for missing. Much appreciated. But at least you made it up with a crit. I expect the same from you, Glory. Just tear them apart. Good shot. Can always be better, but we're working on it. And a 1, and a 2, and of course the third is a miss, as is tradition. Well, give him a volley. Very good. Now, Dietrich, can you finish it off? Almost. Once more. Final one. There we go. Precisely what I wanted to see. There is no such thing as a curse. What do we have over here? Another room. This one looks like an old hospital with a fire drake inside of it. I sure have lost a lot of fire drakes in here. About on par with the amount that we've seen up in those holding cells. Now, what do we have here? More scorpions, of course. Let's approach this from another direction. 3 of them. Possibly 4. I hope I'm wrong. Well, keep blasting away. Until I say so. Glory. Alright. Ow. There was an owl over there. But I'm very close to dying, which I do not appreciate. One, 2, 3. What, no crits? That's slightly disappointing. Would be even better if he were to stay down. Like that. Let's see, so what is this rock? Allow a member of your team to examine the rock. Glory, I suppose you are as good as it gets. No. Dietrich. Probe the stone with your shamanic power, or use astral projection to peer at the rock. Perception. Let's probe the stone with your shamanic power. We get 4/6 Earth Elemental Fetish. As opposed to what? That one? You extend the tendril of your aura into the astral plane and probe the rock, feeling for fracture points that may exist outside of the material plane. The rock glows warmly as you manage to separate two pieces from the rest. Each is infused with the elemental power of Earth. I see. That was kind of pointless, I'm guessing. Can we also add anything to our arsenal right now, or would that be too much to ask? Yeah, something tells me that's too much to ask right now. Highly unfortunate. That looks like a pipe room with 2 scorpions inside of it. Not exactly what we're looking for. Seeing as we went through all this trouble, I suppose we'll take the stairs. Gather up, everyone. What have we here? This appears to be an old radio control box. It has a simple one-line LED readout and several plastic buttons with labels. Arm sequence commencing. Arm explosives. Arm sequence commencing. Blasting areas clear of all personnel. Explosives armed. A button under a plastic shield labeled detonate is now lit. Detonate! Kaboom! And now we should be able to go through this part. The hole is quite deep, and a direct drop from this height would certainly be fatal. There is no sign of movement below. Ah, lame. Yes, we're taking the stairs. This vent is large enough for you to fit through. You could slide down through a very steep metal duct. The experience looks to be more of the thrilling slide rather than the fatal side. It's clearly a one-way trip. Guess we keep on moving then. Let's see. HVAC diagram. This is a diagram of the ventilation system for this aging military bunker. Save the image on your PDA. What's it looking like? Vent 1, firing range. Vent 1 is next to Vent 2, which is labeled bulk storage. Vent 3, CIC. Vent 4, administration. Intake bypass is a square at the bottom of the diagram off by itself. Okay, let's see here, one moment. Alright, back to it. Just give me a moment. Now, where were we? That's the infirmary with the fire drakes. This is where the scorpions were. There was also one fire drake over here. I have no idea what's behind this door, but most likely that's where one part of the welcoming committee was. And I'm sure as hell they would be very thrilled to see us after that little sideshow. A door which you need to jack into. Let's select a decker to jack in. Yeah, that's not happening. Blitz is not here. Which is bullshit, because we should have been able to take all of our team with us. I am displeased beyond belief. I'm guessing if we were to jack in, we would have been able to open this door and sick the scorpions onto the fire drakes here. Otherwise, we'll have to deal with them one at a time. What's behind this door? Most likely a corridor that will lead to this encounter. So I guess we can afford to look around a little bit more. Let them fight? Yeah, sure. If that would have been possible, I would have gladly taken that opportunity. Oh fuck, it's two fire drakes. Just as I have feared. If only I had more grenades on me. I guess we'll have to settle for a regular Cavalier frag grenade. One, two, three. I tactically retreat. Everyone else gets to fight. Okay, this might hurt a little bit, but if we do it like so... Now they're both out of it. Good job, everyone. And a one, and a two, and a three. Now, finish it off, like so. Okay, Glory healed up, so it's not all a total loss. Looks like we'll have to go through here. That's the firing range. Or we'll be able to maybe pick up some more grenades. Knock knock. Ow! Acid. Excuse me, Venom. Oh, leader down. Gotta need some help on this one. This is gonna hurt a lot. Fucking scorpions. take the lobster and you rip it apart. Especially since I only have 2 turns before I die. I hate this. I honestly hate that. Let's see, what was the last save? Oh god. It's at the start of the level. Ugh. Now I just have to go through all of this again. I really should remind myself to save a bit more often. At least now the RNG gods were merciful and we went into this with no losses. Yes, that is indeed pain. At least not on the same level as pain from playing War Thunder. And then again, there are much more painful things to do. You know what's interesting? I thought it would be a bit more, well, character development on part of, say, Glory, because I distinctly remember there were more choices that I was to make. Maybe it hasn't activated properly. I am not particularly sure about that. Red Gaijin ruined PvE in War Thunder, so I dread going back. Was my comfort mode. Yeah, some of those encounters were just straight up bullshit. Where it's just waves of heavy tanks that you have no way of penetrating, like tigers. When you're on BR4. That's fun. When it's either tigers or Japanese knockoff tigers, that's all fun in games. One, two, three. I know all the flanking spots, so it's not an issue. My team can't say the same, sadly. And neither can I. Okay, this should be fun. I say it should be fun, but of course, our definitions of fun greatly differ. 1, 2, and 3. One, miss, 2. Regular shot, wave, crit. That's what I want to see from you. Now, haste on Iger. She should have enough points to... There. Double crit. Not what I wanted to see. Positioning. Ow. If this continues, I'm gonna need to carefully consider all of my options. Because as you can see, we've reached this particular point somewhat resource-starved. Maybe I should have finally gotten myself a better armor. I can see that Dietrich is not healing too much, to put it lightly. And that's a serious problem, if you ask me. As Whiskey would say, we have been in serious problem. But when we have a serious problem, I guess we just power on through it. Another one. And a 2. And a 3. Come on now, one more. There. Alright, now let's see what the other option for the rock will give us. What was it? Use astral perception to peer at the rock. You open your third eye and view the rock in astral space. It glows bright with the elemental power of Earth. A shaman would be able to gain fetishes from the rock such as this. I guess that's it then. But just take 2, 4, 6 Earth elemental fetishes. Once again, I forget. Is there... Actually, yes, there is a need for us to go through this encounter, because we're still going to go through this slide to get on down there. However, we need to do this on our terms. That means not getting blasted by the fucking scorpions. One, 2, 3. One, 2, 3. Shoot, bandage, and pillage. The dancing steps of war. There will come a time when I'll play Darkest Dungeon on this channel, but not today. That one's cleared out. However, lizards here, or rather fire drakes. And before we go back with that card and open that room. Explosives and detonate. Would be real nice if we could just jump on down here. But as stated, that would be fatal. And nobody likes playing fatal. Seriously, it's not a very good role-playing game. Believe me on that one. Now this time, before we continue, let's actually save. What? I cannot save here? Are you kidding me? I guess you are. What is this private? Some kind of sick joke? That's where we'll encounter all of those scorpions. But fire drakes here, scorpions here, and the last of the welcoming committee over here. Or at least, the remnants of welcoming committee. Nothing here. I really need to restock on supplies, but let's approach this carefully. We get in there, and then... Motherfucker, they did it again. And I have absolutely no trauma kits on me, right? If I do not, I'm going to be very, very disappointed. And yes, it requires a trauma kit to revive me, which is not something I have on me right now. I cannot use heal to heal myself up. This has turned into a problem. And these are just grenades. 2 Russian military grenades, 3 Russian military grenades, and what a surprise, 4 Russian military grenades. And another Russian military grenade. I guess we should have tried to raid the infirmary first, but I doubt this would have worked. Honestly, considering that, my perception of the endgame has been soured a little bit, so instead of that, how about we go elsewhere? Not even gonna save and quit for this one, because I am going to need to, well, first of all, cool off after this encounter, because I may not show it, but I'm honestly fucking fuming. And let's consider what other options we have. If you recall, I was going to at least show off a couple of things. But then again, too few to mention. I did what I had to do, and so I threw without exception. I planned each charted course, each careful step along the byway, and more, much more than this. I did it my way. I guess accusations could be leveled at me as well, not trying to do better work at resource management. So that is a thing to consider as well. No. No, no, no. I have... what do I have anyway? I have a lot of things that I've yet to show off, and yet nothing comes to mind from the bat. Then again, how about a game of Age of Mythology? Specifically Age of Mythology Retold. That one should be good. I'm just going to need to change stream settings from Shadowrun Dragonfall to Age of Mythology. If all else fails, you still get Tropico. That is correct. That is indeed correct. However, then again, you are right. Let's go back to Tropico. Specifically Tropico 4. And we pick up right where we left off on Saturday. We were 2 missions into the campaign. So that we'll be able to pick up right where we left off. Now then, let's see here. There, into the spotlight.
I enjoy being in the limelight. Fame brings opportunity and prosperity. To achieve my plans with Tropico, I need the world's eye focus on me. I've decided that tourism is the logical starting point for my pursuit of recognition. The small island of Caralibro just gained its independence at a very high cost. The British collect 20% of all export profits from the island. Tourism, however, is exempt from any such taxes. Foreigners will flock to the beaches for a bit of fun in the sun and then spread the word about El Prez around the globe.
Sunny beaches, magnificent vistas, and pachanga all day long. Welcome to Caralibro, the Daily Rumor. El Prez, the most awesome person in the world, Tropican Times. And just fun little bit of trivia. Caralibro literally translates from Spanish as Facebook. Now for this one, I think we're gonna go for something fancy. Like that. Background, I think I'm gonna go with, what was it? Travel agent. Administrator, constructor, diplomatic. Yeah, can't go wrong with this combination.
Presidente, this place is much prettier than the last 2 islands we were on. It's perfect for a tourist trap. I mean resort.
Keep in mind that there are few natural resources we can exploit here and the commodity prices are low. Tourism is our only sound choice. I suggest we start by building accommodations to lure some tourists to Caralibro. 5 bungalows. And of course, we'll need a tourist dock first and foremost. Which I'm thinking we are going to place right over here. This looks picturesque enough. Especially with this bit of rock over here. And like that. Now let's see, bungalows we're gonna need, well, they're relatively cheap, 1,000 per blueprints. And yes, this place is definitely much prettier.
You are listening to TNT, and
One,
I want to remind you
two,
that we have a
three,
24/7 hotline for spiritual,
five.
musical, and environmental issues.
What matter requires Presidente's attention?
Contact the soldiers in front of the palace.
We are Sunny and Penultimo. This is TNT.
You remember this one? That should be fun. Definitely should be fun. Now, of course, we just need the constructions office people to get to it. Oh, and of course there's a volcano. That adds to the fun factor a little bit. Oh, and while we're at it, of course, cannot forget about the garage. Always an important part of infrastructure. Do we have any salt mines here? We do, actually. Plus a little bit of road. It leads up to nowhere in particular just yet. We'll get back to it in a little bit. For now, our main focus is, once again, the tourist dock and the bungalows.
Are you a rebel?
Thanks to your success on Isla de Haro, Presidente, the mines there are operating at peak production.
We will receive additional funds from Isla de Hierro. If my estimates are correct, we'll gain around $2,000 every 6 months. We should invest more in more hotels and attractions. That's the idea.
Are you a rebel?
I hate it when they
Agent
build
Sasha,
those
I am
shacks
happy that you
around their
were able to go to a
workplaces.
super secret bunker in Russia in order to join us. I have always wanted to ask you, what do you use to make your hair so shiny?
Comrade Sonny, I am happy to be here, among our brothers in Tropico, to spread the light of communism.
Are
for
you a rebel?
future generations.
Yes, this is good and all, but really, I want to know how you got that gorgeous hair.
You know, you shouldn't be here, so get out. I'm constructing you a new tenement over here anyway. This should help you. At least you won't be building your shacks around any workplaces. That's the main goal anyway. And the building quality, well, that one comes a bit later, once we have enough money for all of our projects. Now let's think about what else can we do. A ranch wouldn't be too bad of an idea if we place it somewhere here. This island is of course very beautiful, but it is also somewhat resource deficient. Well, not exactly resource deficient, that it's just that this income tax will stifle our growth. That's why we're relying on tourism after all. That's the main goal of this mission. You just kept on walking instead of taking the garage, huh? Well, it's your choice, I suppose. What other attractions do we have, by the way? Let's start small with a beach site. And I suppose a cocktail bar. This should work. As soon as you get off your asses and do that. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. There we go. $2,000 to keep us going. Where are you going? Are you changing your professions over to farming? I suppose you are. At least you're finally finishing up that tenement. It is for the good of all of us, after all. Work faster, nobody gets hurt. Then again, if you do work faster, there is still a chance that someone gets hurt. Especially if you're not complying with any safety regulations. Here comes the financial aid. Both sides like us. So we get equal amounts of money from them. Slight differences, but then again, 3 tourists, 4 new immigrants. I guess someone decided to bring their brat along. What did I tell you about settling over here?
What do you want? I'm busy ruling.
Get to it.
Buenos días.
Oh, they're from Cuba. Slob tourists. Who'da thunk?
Are you a rebel? Talk fast, I don't have all day. It's always all work and no play for Presidente.
Alright, people are settling in, that's good. Now, how about we build us our first high school? Just so we have at least high school educated pipeline in the works. This will come a long way in keeping
Talk fast,
our
I don't have all
demands
day.
going. Good, they're starting work. That's a third bungalow that's going to be built. And yeah, there it is. There she is.
Voy a comprarles muchos recuerdos a mis hijos.
Well, you're sounding a bit too old for a tourist girl of 11 years old. But I'm not the one to complain. As long as you enjoy your time on the beach and pay your due, I have nothing to complain about. In the meantime, unfortunately, it looks like Internet Archive has lost its appeal against being closed down. We're disappointed in today's opinion about the Internet Archive's digital lending of books that are available electronically elsewhere. We are reviewing the court's opinion and will continue to defend the rights of libraries to own, lend, and preserve books. Chris Freeland, Director of Library Services. Damn you, Chuck Wendig. Damn you and your mediocrity for doing, honestly, a lot of damage with this act. It is essentially gone now, yes. On an unrelated note, and hentai is gone as well.
High school in Tropico, I would like to remind all students of the consequences of misdemeanors in school. Attempted murder of a classmate. Spanking. Successful murder of a classmate.
Are you a rebel?
Spanking. Becoming a rebel and blowing up the school. Meeting with the school counselor.
Okay, people are starting to move in, which is great.
I will not kill Presidente again. 100 times.
And we are already having 3 teachers. That's good to see. Yes, I will deal with that healthcare demand as well. Just let us at least finish off our bungalows first, because I can already see spring break tourists moving in.
What matter requires Presidente's attention?
Starting to save with Silverhand, huh? That's understandable. I guess US does not like me now. Because I am oriented towards communism. I should do something about it. One moment. Let me check on something real quick.
Puertorriqueño Enrique Junior López. Entrégate, entrégate, entrégate. Y con ustedes, Tapa Bossi en la conga. Sacude que te fanga.
Alright, I am back. Excuse me for that. Sometimes my relatives do need help with one thing or another, and I am just all too happy to help. Then again, where would we be if not for their help in turn? Not in a very pleasant place, let me tell you.
Presidente, they tell me that there are different kinds of tourists. To me, they all look the same, but I'm not the one to judge.
There are 4 tourist classes: slobs, eco, spring break, and wealthy. Each class prefers to visit different attractions. Speaking of attractions, we should build some so that the tourists can spend their money there. Let's go with spring break, because we already have a cocktail bar.
Spring break tourists have one thing on their mind. No, not that.
The thing is drinking and partying. 2 things. Drinking, partying, and having a good time. Among the things they like are drinking, partying while having a good time, and being a general nuisance. Also nice red uniforms. Anyway, as a wise man once said, if you build a cocktail bar, the spring break tourists will come. Time to build us a 3rd tenement. Right over here.
Talk fast. I
And
don't have
you,
Where to now?
stop protesting. Oh, and cannot forget about building a marketplace over here as well. That is gonna be sorely needed by all of us. Oh, I guess it wants me to build a new cocktail bar, huh? Fine, we can make that happen. It's not too expensive. And I'm sure they will love it as well. We just need more people over here. Now, where was I?
Never fear. Presidente is here.
And where do all the people go? I mean, I know they're working somewhere, but I just don't see where. Then again, I suppose that is the point. You don't see them, but they do their work, as any good, honest people do. Already we're starting to see spring break tourists appearing besides slob tourists, and these are
Let's go bird watching.
eco tourists. Huh. Our first Yankees. Clayton Bruno and Clementine Bruno. Only 2 people working at a construction office. What a travesty. No, 3 people now, that's a little bit better. I suppose because the teachers, the females, or the women, are finding better and more gainful employment as high school teachers. That does not explain where all of the men go. Truly a riddle for ages.
What do you want? I'm busy ruling.
Okay, let's just hurry this along. Childhood Museum should be going up any second now, especially with me around to direct the builder.
What matter requires Presidente's attention?
I'll
And
go.
now, an exclusive interview with El Presidente's childhood bear, which is now on display at his childhood museum. Misha, how do you feel about being on display? Oh, it's great. Come and see us all.
Aren't you a little old to be playing with dolls?
Don't listen to the snarky lady, Misha.
Snarky?
No, at least some of them are starting to move over to work at the Childhood Museum, and soon to be at the marketplace. This should help us greatly. And after that, on to the work at the tenement. And besides that, we are of course going to need a clinic as well. Yeah, this would do nicely. Hopefully we'll have enough people with university education, otherwise we'll have to get them from abroad.
God does not need temples.
Oh, and of course, yes. Cannot forget about the church. I think we're going to place it right beside the Childhood Museum. This'll work.
Talk fast, I don't have all day.
And there we go. People are starting to move into the new tenement, just as I'd like them to. Now, what else would we need? Definitely, well, not a customs office, but a immigration office. I think somewhere over here will do nicely. That's another 3 tourists. And 6 new immigrants to work everywhere we need. What are you working on? Yep, cocktail bar and the church. First finish of that one.
Excellent work, Presidente. Now the tourists have attractions to keep them entertained and happy.
This will reflect positively on the tourism rating of our island. We will need to build more attractions to maximize our profits. In addition, more accommodations will bring more tourists on our island. Remember that commodity prices are extremely low on Caralibro, and we need to invest in tourism to make money. I remember that, don't you worry. One thing that we will need to consider building up would be at least a souvenir shop. Somewhere right over here. Any progress on the church? Of course, there is progress on the church. Wouldn't have it any other way.
Presidente, your venture into the tourism industry is commendable, but still too small.
You need to build more accommodations and attractions. That's the only way to make tourism industry profitable enough to sustain your island. I've drafted a UN grant for the development of tourism on Caralibro. We'll pay for your next hotel. I'm sure you will, but I was going to do that anyway, believe it or not. There it is, hotel. Standard hotel, perfect for middle-class tourists. Like so. Perfect fit. Yes, she looks like Thatcher, but believe it or not, she is more of a parody of Ursula von der Leyen. Or I suppose a little bit of Angela Merkel in there for good measure as well.
Is the army trying to remove Reverend Esteban from
So yes, kill on all accounts.
Service in the new church. Several soldiers are missing.
Are
presumed
you a
drunk.
rebel?
The Reverend
If
had
you
this to
want
say.
something
Get
done,
me
do it
another
yourself.
one, and make it a big one.
Okay, good to see that we also have some men with high school education, so they will be our new clergy. One more thing, of course, we'll need us a grade school. This looks like a perfect fit for it. Especially since we'll be getting rid of those shacks. And most likely, we'll need to consider getting us another tenement. I know it's not the highest quality accommodation, but it is cheap and it provides plentiful opportunities to settle in. Especially seeing as we still have people living in shacks all across the island. Communist depression housing, which will be replaced with something better in the future. Trust me. I finish up that clinic already. It is a matter of utmost importance. As well as us building a garbage dump right over here. Up you go. Finish it off and move on to constructing a hotel.
Presidente, a hurricane is coming this way. We should hide underground.
The Hurricane Patricia. That's unfortunate timing.
Are you a rebel?
The hurricane is over, Presidente. Let us evaluate the damage.
4 dead and 1 bungalow destroyed.
Even storms. But the hurricane is a bit too much. To think that just this morning, the sky was crystal clear.
You can't judge a day by its morning, as the prominent author wrote.
And we're gonna get us a college graduate to work in the clinic. This would be good. Oh, looks like we already had one doctor in the palace guard. Good to see that they'll be giving back to the people as much as... Yes,
Some
yes.
Colombian barons have
Now we just need more people, as always. Especially seeing as we only have one person working at the docks. People are very keen on getting education, and I cannot blame them. However, we're still going to need more people working in construction. And finally finishing off that hotel. So hurry up, please. Otherwise I'll have to start... There we go, 1 new foreign expert and 3 new immigrants. Where are people moving in from anyway at this point? Oh, but of course, Middle East hates us because we are religious fundamentalists. Too many churches and cathedrals. Most of the people are moving in from Venezuela and Jamaica, it seems. Second place is Cuba, and then a bit of people from France, Spain, Italy, and Puerto Rico. Most of the people are still native-born. In that case, time to finish up that grade school. And leave it working on spelling bee contest setting.
Relations between Tropico and the Middle East have hit an all-time low point.
As long as the upper and lower easts remain on our side, we should be all right.
Right. Anyway, it seems we will not be receiving camels as gifts for some time.
Camels? Where? Ah!
A cigar factory, huh?
There is an opportunity here that can make us all rich.
Sure. Let's see where we can grow tobacco first things first. Not a lot of places for that. The best one would be over here. And that means we're gonna need to get us a road going from this direction. Like so. And of course, accompany it with a garage. Cannot forget about that. Never. But first of all, yes, please hurry up with that hotel. How's our income looking so far? Most of it is coming from, yes, tourism and farming, because we're not mining or doing any mining or logging. We'll soon do some industry. What is general overhead? I have no idea. Must be that something we get from Isla de Hierro now and then. Now, what's our top export? It's beef. Who would have thought? I guess that also qualifies as farming. And also good to...
Presidente, it is an earthquake.
Seismically active zone. And we've lost our new cocktail bar. Oh, get out of here. You're not working over here anyway. You will be working at the hotel at this rate.
Terrible news, Presidente. Isla de Hierro has been hit by another earthquake.
And you're not alone there. Two places. Some miners have been trapped below ground again. In light of this new disaster, we should not expect any more money from Isla de Hierro.
What is it now?
Highly unfortunate is all I can say on this. Anything uncensored, anyway.
Presidente, as we all know, fame is measured by the number of twits that follow your every move.
To become the most famous person on Earth, you will need to attract 1 million twits. I mean, followers. Get it? Facebook Island? Twits? Huh? Huh? We're hilarious. Gain 1 million followers. Speaking of, first things first.
Presidente, my organization is very interested in your efforts to develop tourism on Coral Libro.
As you may know, one of the goals of the UN is to promote economic development and stability around the world. If you prove your commitment to the tourism industry, I can guarantee you both recognition and financial aid from the UN countries. Attract at least 30 tourists, $10,000 and followers per tourist visit. That would be lovely.
What matter requires Presidente's attention?
The good, God-fearing U.S. citizens like your goods. I don't know why, and I don't care. All I know is that you are going to sell us more of them.
Hey, what do you want? Chemicals, nutrient additives, coffee, including canned, tobacco, cigars, and electronics. Well, good thing we're already working on that regard. We just need to get it started. Alright, immigration office done. Yeah, good thing that you'll start working on the garbage dump. What do you get? Local garbage, imported garbage, and recycling. The upkeep of the garbage dump will be doubled, but the environmentalists will respect you more. Let's do it like that. Recycling is never bad, as far as I know. Yes, there will be the whiff when you live near... Oh, get out of here. If you were to live near a garbage recycling plant. But then again, why would you live near a garbage recycling plant? Or why would you not protest if there would be a garbage dump garbage recycling plant being built near your home? And there we go. We now have finally an all-male construction office team. Now that's some true gachi-muchi right there. And let's see, my sources, that is Steam notifications, tell me that at least 2 games on my wishlist are on sale. System Shock is 55% off, and Master of Magic, the newer one, published by Slytherin, is 60% off. If only I had the money to spare.
But the people want to express their opinion, Penultimo.
And they can do so by voting for El Presidente.
And there we go, 17 tourists have arrived on the island, mostly slobs. Oh, hi, you have my condolences. I'll get them on it. I'll get our staff on it right away. I'll finish up that souvenir shop already. Now let's think of what else attractions we can build. Something that wealthy people like. No. Luxury attractions, that's what we need. How about a pool? Or, no. Luxury liner will put us a little bit under the budget, but I think it will be worth it. Like so. Very nice view. Look at you being stuck. Unstick yourself immediately by order of El Presidente, otherwise I will be very disappointed in you. And that was enough. I truly am the Supreme Leader. Finally, garbage dump done. What else did you need to build, besides our burgeoning tobacco industry? Oh yeah, I'm still waiting on you to rebuild the cocktail bar. Will we have the money for high-temperature burner? We will barely.
How could they? I cannot believe that El Presidente has built a garbage dump over my favorite meadow. So many natural treasures lost forever. 25 different plant types, 12 different reptile species, and one cute bunny. My dear Snuggles, you will be missed.
Apologies, Sunny. I am truly sorry. But now we have our luxury liner up and running, and we are seeing wealthy and spring break tourists flocking to it. That came at the cost of depopulating almost all of our bungalows, but that is a sacrifice I'm willing to take, as long as there will be enough people to fill in the breaches.
Presidente, as your advisor and chief publicist, I've come up with a brilliant marketing scheme.
Here's a sample. It is said that he can read people's thoughts, even his own. He is so powerful that he can control time itself. El Prez, the most awesome person in the world. And it's another 25k followers. And all of that is true, technically, within the game's possibilities. Now, how's our criminal situation looking? Is it finally time to build a police station? I'd say yes, at least in the tourist district. Yeah, like so. And who would have guessed? Souvenir shop takes high school to work. T-shirt, Slav and Spring Break, arts and crafts, eco and wealthy tourists. I think we can leave it at t-shirts for now, and you get out of here with your shacks, you're ruining the view. You're not supposed to be here.
Presidente.
Okay, let's address pressing issues like entertainment. Praise the spirit of US. Promise high average wage by next term.
Comrade,
We're not exporting gold just yet.
Citizens of Tropico, the importance of the upcoming election.
Never fear, Presidente is here.
For you. We are one step closer to our goals. Victory is almost
Ooh,
upon us.
30 new immigrants, huh?
We must still push forward.
I guess it's time to build even more housing, I suppose.
Yes, there are problems. There will
Or
always
first
be
things
problems,
first, how about
especially in the current economic situation.
a
The
cement
lack of
factory?
proper entertainment, about which I hear
That's
so
concrete,
much
baby.
these days, is one of them, and it will be resolved, as will all others, in time, as the global economy stabilizes. The United States, helping Tropicans and all the people around the world to defend freedom and democracy, deserve our respect, our thankfulness, our friendship, our close relationship, and common ideals will help us
What
find a way
matter
to
requires
overcome all
Presidente's
challenges.
attention?
No one can deny the amazing development that is happening in Tropico within just one mandate. I have an even more astonishing future in store for all of you. In my next mandate, I will pursue policies that will enrich all of us. Tropicans will have the highest average wages in the Caribbean.
Everyone liked that.
This speech is no propaganda. You will know it after our victory.
Yes, I know there are too many shacks. I guess it's time to finally build a bit more actual apartment blocks. One, two, and three. As soon as they're done building up that garage, and hopefully, after that, working on the tobacco plantation, hopefully. Anyone else? No?
Are you a rebel? Back to work again.
Okay. Well, a cement factory is also not a
Talk
bad
fast, I
thing,
don't have all day.
as it will speed up our building process. See, Tropican cement is the hardest cement. That means we can trust it and not care about supporting the weight of the building and other trivialities like that, thus building faster. Faster is always better, and we also get to export cement. 14 new immigrants. We definitely need to hurry up with the housing. Otherwise there will be shacks popping up everywhere. And we won't do with just a homeless relocation program. And I think it's also time to finally consider building a ministry. There we go, one citizen became criminal. Time to build a second police station over in the city proper. As soon as you are done. Yeah, out in the city it's much worse than at the docks, it seems. On the bright side, we are getting enough people to staff almost everything. And we'll get to it as soon as we are done with one of the quests.
My dear
91%, always acceptable. Oh, come on, it's not that big, just $1,500. There we go.
Presidente, China has requested that several countries from the Middle East increase their oil production quota. Their request has been denied, and there is much diplomatic tension.
Nope, China indeed should consume less oil. Almost done over here. And there we go.
Congratulations, Presidente. You have won the elections. People
We
are
make superior
content.
cement,
No
everyone else makes
incidents
inferior
occurred
cement.
during the elections.
All objectively
You have
correct
their
statements.
trust and all-
Now, what is it? All about the ratings.
Numbers are very important. For example, the tourism rating shows how many tourists want to visit your island.
Let me explain how these statistics work. Whenever a tourist leaves your island, we ask him questions. If he was happy with the variety and service quality of attractions, your tourism rating goes up. If he or she was not happy, the tourism rating goes down. Build attractions and hotels with high service quality to improve your tourism rating. Right now it's at 80. So that was easy. Export jewels? No.
What matter requires Presidente's attention?
And immediately we get people working in there. What's this? Build an eternal flame.
Let's make every other nation jealous, big guy. Everybody should envy El Diablo.
Fine. Remind me just how much for that eternal flame? 18,000. So yes, not yet. The police station will be our first priority. And then of course will come some new housing.
Are you a rebel? Make it so. What do you want? I'm busy ruling.
Or yes, you can go and build the ministry first. That's also a viable option. Now, new round of tourists incoming. Once again, you get out of here. How many times do I have to tell you that? And there.
Congratulations, Presidente. The UN World Tourism Organization has listed Cara Libro as the most promising tourist hotspot in the world.
One more thing, Presidente. Recent UN statistics tell us that each individual tourist shares his or her holiday experiences with at least 100 other people. Just thought you should know. Keep up the good work. From now on, you will gain 500 followers for each tourist who visits your island. Word of mouth, huh? Do we have any promising candidates so far? Minister of Economy? We do. Dolores Chavez, intelligence good, leadership good, courage poor. You don't need the Minister of Economy to be particularly courageous, so I'll take her up. Education? Above average intelligence, poor courage, above average leadership, no. Foreign affairs? Not yet. Interior? Not yet. Defense? Solomon Moretti. Exceptional intelligence, above average courage, good leadership. Yeah, he is a good candidate. Other than that, what else I was going to build? I suppose another restaurant over here. Come on, you just started building it. Finish it up already. We've had one graduate so far from the grade school. These children sure take their sweet time getting grown up. Shoo. Now, where was that other attraction? A scenic outlook? Yeah, this will work. Like so. I think I'll even quick build it. No shame in doing that. Looking perfect. And I'll consider building the cathedral, Father Esteban. What's this? More statues.
Presidente, you may not like it, but people want to see your face more often.
Ah, I'm allergic to showing my face to the public. But fine, 10 more statues. I guess a statue of me. And a statue of different other people all across the island. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. There we go. The intellectuals are going to hate me a little more for this, but it's only a little.
What matter requires Presidente's attention?
2 citizens became criminals, and I think I know just the way to deal with them. It's in one of the DLC buildings, which is a labor camp. And I'm thinking you're going to be growing papayas for this one. Nobody has died in there. I promised you that. And nobody will die, so long as they keep behaving. Finish it up. Almost, and on to the apartment block. Oh, that's a farmer. That was a soldier, if we look at it from this angle, but the soldier statue looks a little bit different. It's got... oh, here's a teacher statue. And the soldier statue normally looks like this. There's 3 of them. I suppose it's a soldier flanked by 2 rebels. The past and the present.
Presidente, sometimes you can become famous just by being rich.
I took the liberty of checking your Swiss bank account, and it seems a bit small. If you want to attract more followers, you should work on increasing your personal wealth. You can use banks, childhood homes, and special building permit edicts to siphon money from the treasury to your Swiss bank account. I suppose we can do that as well.
What is it now?
Ah, there we go. Rafaela Romero. Exceptional intelligence, above average courage, poor leadership. Good candidate. Foreign affairs, not yet. Interior, not yet. Oh, and I guess we can now build an eternal flame. El Compatriota, 10% chance become nationalists. Guerra Eterna, militarists. El Cigarro Grande, loyalists. But I think I'm gonna go with Mundo Unido. Have I built anything army related? Not yet, truth be told, so I think now would be a good time to do that. It did complain that Tropico's army is too small, so I suppose we can install a bunker near the docks, or at least near the future sugar plantation. We just need to finish up that labor camp first things first. And good to see that people have already started to move into the new apartments. I think we can also squeeze a house in here. Not quite, it seems. In that case, how about bunk houses? No. A pub? No. I'll figure something out. Maybe I'll just put in some gardens in here. Or first a fountain, and then a couple of gardens. Like so. And that's what they call beautification. Time to raise the wages for all uneducated workers. And same for our high school workers.
What do you want? I'm busy ruling.
What's next? Cult of personality. Not yet.
Presidente, mass media.
Now where was I? Right. We're switching the Childhood Museum from loudspeakers to retirement funds. And yes, I think I'm gonna be enacting the... What was it? I think it was interior. No. Economy and tourism. Yes, building permit. That will help greatly. And I'm thinking it's actually time we built the second construction company, because things are not progressing at the speed I'd like them to. Like so, and quick build. Off you go, people. May you find gainful employment. Yep, I think I just heard someone die.
I was going to show you.
What is it now?
Our hot topic today? Crime. You have the mic, Father Esteban.
You shall not covet anything that belongs to your neighbor. Some sinner stole all the ceremonial consecrated wine during a sermon. Indeed, how low have we fallen. If the wine thieves do not wish to repent, there should be a police force to make them repent. Amen.
We'll get right on it, Father Esteban. We just need to clear out these slums. And in order to do that, we need more actual housing. Then I think it's time to finally consider switching our immigration policy if we cannot keep up. There we go.
Presidente, mass media is the heart of any good PR campaign.
Establishing a strong media allows us to run all the propaganda, I mean all the PR ads you want, Presidente. Build a TV station. Well, that would require us, first things first, building a college, so that we can get educated people working at the power plant that will be running electricity for our TV station. Let's place it over here and run a road like so. We'll bulldoze through a couple of shacks, but that is entirely the point. Like so. Wonderful. So yes, what does Mundo need to give us? If you receive 480, it will increase by 1000 for both superpowers. Alright.
Intelligence
I will consider the secret police as well, thank you, Penultimo. There we go. We're working in both college and labor camp.
What is it now?
Yeah, as a matter of fact, finish up the college first. Will not be exporting llama wool to you, apologies. Apologies, even.
Ambassador Crane, our listeners are probably dying to know the answer to my next question. What is your favorite animal?
Well, Ms. Flowers, when I first came to your island, I was struck by the beauty of one of your magnificent creatures, the llama. It reminds me of my mother.
Oh,
What matter
llamas.
requires Presidente's
I
attention?
don't like llamas. They are rude and spit at you.
Just like my mama.
I think it's time we also got us another college professor. Because we already have 2 people working in the clinic, and I'm not sure they will be going to change their profession anytime soon. In the meantime, keep on building apartment blocks. There we go. Labor camp and bunker coming right up. There we go. Labor camp. The sweat and tears of the unfairly arrested are the best fertilizer known to dictators everywhere. Besides, hard work never killed anybody, according to the official statistics of these facilities. Criminals detained in the labor camp will not be re-educated if they ever leave. The crop production depends on the work mode and crop conditions.
What do you want? I'm busy ruling. If you want something done,
Now,
do it yourself.
let's see where the criminals are residing. Ah, there we go.
See?
Guess what? You're going to the farm. No, don't worry, we're not gonna shoot you. But we will make you work and work hard. I think we'll also do it like that. People, number of citizens. No, not quite. There was another list. There we go. Residents, respect. Generally, the criminals do not respect us. So there we go.
Uh-huh.
You. Into the labor camp. And there was a third one, right?
See?
Yeah, but we are already working on her. We got the second one, and the third one I am not seeing just yet. Also, that baby is disrespecting me. We need to arrest him immediately. Ah, actually,
¿Qué necesita?
that third criminal respects us quite a bit. But then again, you are a criminal, so off you go. I suppose we can also squeeze one apartment block over here, but it's not the healthiest. But then again, we just need more living space. Finish up the bunker. Just like that. Very good.
Tropico is currently short on cash. Penultimo, what is your stance on the situation?
I blame rich people. They should just give their money to the others, and we will all be fine.
Not quite. I won't become Albania just yet. That would need a lot more people. Or rather, a lot more bunkers. Now, as soon as we get a bit more of that cash, we'll be able to consider constructing that cigar factory. Yes, yes, we will also build an arsenal to get us more generals. Mucho trabajo, which I'm guessing means much work. Oh, we also got us a new criminal. How exciting. More workforce. And there is also another, let's call it, oh, not infinite money glitch, but something similar that will help us with our housing problem. Let's legalize gay marriage. Same-sex couples definitely occupy a lot less space.
Bad news, I'm afraid.
As long as you don't keep throwing up your shacks all over the place. Get out of here. Okay, good. Tobacco plantation is done. It'll soon start working. First rebel. Time to get us a foreign office. since it's free anyway, and I'm thinking a fire station, considering we are living near a volcano. And keep working on those 2 apartment blocks. That is very beneficial to all of us.
Requires Presidente's attention.
See, they're already starting to take advantage of that. And the police is finally working in full force, so those slums are not as much of a problem as they are. Oh, and of course El Presidente has already managed to visit the labor camp and incentivize the workers into working harder. After all, it is a production building. Now, how much did that cigar factory cost? 6,000 for the blueprint and 11,400 for the building itself. As always, we can try to cut down on costs a little bit by building the Academy of Sciences and putting it on not theoretical research grants mode. But for that, we're gonna need more money. Yeah, gay marriage in 1962. We are very progressive. Also, it is time to consider more attractions, like, I suppose, what was it? Either a botanical garden or a pool, because we already have a luxury liner. And everything else, like Ferris wheel, roller coaster, and aqua park, requires either electricity or a lot more money.
Buenos días.
What do you want? I'm busy ruling.
Yeah, time to switch it to Tropico first. This should please nationalists somewhat. And also, time to consider getting us something more sustainable, like a salt mine, as was the original plan. Yeah, 1 salt mine over here, and possibly a ranch or 2 nearby. I think we can put it at llamas and 1 at cattle.
About the growing friendship between Tropico and the EU.
I just came back from a splendid luncheon with my dear friend El Presidente. I can assure you that as long as I get to eat your scrumptious Tropican scones with my tea, the relations between our countries will remain splendid.
Well, thank you for that, Lord Chaffney. Always a pleasure seeing some aristocracy in our midst. Where do you go anyway? It's not like you get education and just leave the island. I would have known. See, only 1 citizen decided to leave Tropico so far.
Never fear, Presidente is here.
On the good side, we already have all of the college professors that we needed. 1 more citizen became criminal, huh? Well, fine. I guess we'll have to deal with that as well at some point. Now, what was I going to build? Oh, looks like they're already finishing up the ranches, which is perfect. Starting to work on a salt mine. Why are you walking? I have no idea. I guess you decided to go for a jog. Now, what's next? Oh, I think I know. How about an oil well? Right over here. Just for a quick boost to our economy. Ironically, this already puts our economy in the red. But nothing we cannot overcome.
Talk fast, I don't have all day. It's always all work and no play for President.
Amigo, have you seen my new yacht? It's huge. I bet you $25,000.
It's to so much skilled labor like this IRL.
Buy a bigger boat.
I can imagine. My yacht was featured in Yachts Monthly, the best yachting magazine in the world. Thousands of people have called to congratulate me. I've generously allowed the tourists on my island to visit my boat and bask in its magnificence. We should be done with that soon. As soon as we, well, get that tobacco plantation rolling. Already seeing people move in. Right, how much for the Academy of Sciences? I forgot. 8,000. This will put us in the red. So not quite. Ah, oil spill. This will definitely hurt our tourism.
Presidente, one of my tankers, New Titanic, has hit an unexpected iceberg in the tropical seas. It appears that floating behind ice-carrying ships to save on fuel is not a good idea.
No joke, the US went through the pink scare around this time. Mostly hit LGBT people in government positions. Yeah, I've heard about that one. Beauty on our shores has dropped, and all fishing is forbidden in the affected areas. Spare no expenses to stop this crisis. Because yes, that is important for us. That oil spill will definitely hit our tourism. And good to see people finally getting more education for themselves. How many are we getting? Oh, that one's fully staffed. Now let's see. Yeah, there we go. 2 criminals.
Ajá.
And a 1.
¿Qué ocurre?
And a 2. What the hell kind of name is Fidel McCook anyway? British, I swear to God. Speaking of, most of the immigrants are coming in from Spain, Italy, and Jamaica. Quite a colorful combination we got ourselves going on here.
Are you a rebel? All right, I'm going!
And the oil well, just as the power plant, is staffed by college-educated women.
Presidente, do you know that some countries are famous because their currency is too cheap?
I'm talking about the Zamunda Kobo, Presidente. Currently, $1 equals 1 billion Zamunda Kobos. They're getting a lot of attention because of this stunt. I suggest we follow this trend and do the same. We should devaluate our currency. No. What's the average Caribbean pay? $10. We are a little bit behind at $9. So I'd say this is pretty fine. Anything else that we need? I think I can first of all wait for our next paycheck. Keep working, you Schwein. Yes, TV station as soon as we build the power plant. And for that we're gonna need a little bit more money. Oh, I guess we no longer have anyone running the marketplace, so hurry up, please. Also, how's our tourist rating looking like? Top exports, corn and cement. I guess we're no longer exporting beef. Either that or we're gonna need another Teamster's office to start moving things along. Which I think might not be a bad idea. No, not construction office, Teamster's office. Like so. And we're gonna switch fire station to building inspections mode to save a little bit on spending. Alright, the freighter is finally approaching the dock. Hopefully the soil spill will be cleaned up soon. I can of course pay an outrageous amount of money to have it cleaned up instantly, but that would not be advisable. Get to it. There you go. If the freighter will leave unattended, I will have your head for this. There we go. Very good. Very good indeed. Oh, and the financial aid came in just in time. So first things first. Ooh, the power plant is expensive. I suppose it's also a good idea to stimulate our exports a little bit by building a customs office. Just need to finish up that US export already. And scrape up enough money for a cigar factory. Not gonna ban elections. I am not that desperate just yet, Penultimo. How are my farmers doing? You are doing good. Keep it up.
Presidente, to make Cara Libro the best tourist resort, we need a large number of hotels and attractions.
What was our top export last time, if I'm being interested? Let's see. It was tobacco, actually, followed by papaya. I guess that does pay well. Then beef, corn, salt, cement, and llama wool. And soon we'll have even more money. There we go, now we can build the power plant. Somewhere around here, I'm thinking. There should be a nice intersection about in the middle of the inhabited area of the island. And if we need to expand, we'll just tack on another electrical power station.
What do you want? I'm busy ruling.
Patriotism is always free in Tropico. I bet it is. Now, let's think as to what to build next. How much for a TV station? First of all, we're gonna need 8,000 for the blueprint and then 13,680 for the station itself. On the next paycheck, we're building the Academy of Sciences, first things first. Yes, I think we can leave the customs office and stimulate exports. Other than that, what do we have? Free economic zone for decrease in import prices, tourist fees, tourists pay up to 120% of their spending limits the tourist dock, and customs duty evasion. 2% from every export will go to your Swiss account. I think we can make another customs office and dedicate it to, or have it on tourist fees work mode. That wouldn't be a bad idea. We're gonna nickel and dime everyone. First of all, though, huge paycheck coming. As soon as we get someone at the docks. Anyone? Yeah, someone is already working there. Perfect. So let's see here. 3 hotels and 5 attractions. We just need 2 more hotels. Which is not a bad idea. Now, first of all, can we drag a road through here? I think we can, yeah. That's what I wanted. Like so. And that's 2 more hotels. Hotel number 1 and hotel number 2. And before I forget, at Academy of Sciences on Research Grants work mode, which we are going to stick over here. Alright, yeah, both of you go off working at the hotel.
Make it so.
Although each one is working at a separate hotel. For added fun.
Presidente.
Alright, I think we can, for this one, go with religion. Praise the spirit of... yeah, the religious obviously hate us. And we can promise to build a cathedral. Very straightforward. Pitch.
The important
importance of the upcoming elections has brought me before you. We are one step closer to our goals. Victory is almost upon us, but we must still push forward.
Oh, and before I forget, we're switching power plant from coal to natural gas.
Yes, there are problems. There will always be problems, especially in the current economic situation.
What is it
The lack of priests, about which I hear so much these days, is one of them, and it will be resolved, as will all others, in time, as the global economy stabilizes. Through the years of my presidency, I have received your gratitude, my compañeros. Alas, I am nothing but a humble servant, and you are my masters, my employers. Now I bow to the superior morality of the religious Tropicans, who absolve our sins in the face of God. I have great plans for Tropico, plans that will be felt by everyone, even the least fortunate of you. God is my witness that during my next mandate we will build a cathedral worthy of our piety in Tropico.
Never fear, Presidente is here.
With the strength of our hearts and minds, we will prevail.
Almost deleted that cocktail bar. That would have been embarrassing. And I guess we'll take on more quests soon after the elections are done, because they count as a quest. In the meantime, let's unlock cigar factory blueprints. Oh, hey there, Midnight Lola. Good to see you here. I hope you're enjoying the show. And there, Academy of Science done. Up next, let's build an armory. Right over here. Yeah, this should be good.
What do you want? I'm busy ruling.
Yeah, it is a pretty fun game. And you can absolutely give it a shot at some point. Look at all that money from exports rolling in. We finally got and done it. 10 more tourists, just what we needed.
Evidence of fraud uncovered with the opening of the new Academy of Science. As it turned out, that Tropican scientists have been printing the same paper over and over again for the last 20 years. Miss Pineapple, your comments?
Upgrade satisfactory? No, not quite. I've heard good things about it. As well as Factorio. No. Oh, our defense minister passed away. I guess he finally died of old age, huh? Now, where was I? Right, new cigar factory. Right over here.
Never fear, Presidente is here.
I was saying that I have heard about Satisfactory, but I have not played it, actually.
Time to check up on my people.
My dear Presidente, the election day draws near.
69% of the votes. That's pretty nice. And the pure affection for Presidente is enough. No need for election fraud. So, do we get any good Ministry of Foreign Affairs candidates? Not quite. What games do I usually play? A little bit of everything, but mostly RPGs and strategy. I guess we'll go with Aureli Zapato for this one. Interior, we got Nepomuk Bruder. And for defense, I think we can go with Galeno Garrido.
Talk fast, I don't have all day.
Congratulations, Presidente. You have won the elections. People are content.
I'm thinking we can put the cathedral somewhere around here. With another garage right opposite of it.
Everyone, El Presidente won an overwhelming victory in the elections.
He didn't win by that much.
Yes, but the elections were without fraud. This is an overwhelming victory in itself.
My streaming schedule is usually every Wednesday, Thursday, and Saturday. Now, where was the TV station? Here, Education and Media. And let's see, what options do we have? Propaganda TV, increases respect, BBC, increases liberty, Learning with Larry, workers in the area gain experience twice as fast, Yankee sitcoms, revenue per adult Tropican living in the area, Lucha Libre, adult male Tropican revenue, and Russian soap operas, adult female Tropicans. I think we can go with Learning with Larry for this one. And place it somewhere next to the palace. Over here. Oh, what an irony. A cop is married to a criminal. Well, you know what needs to be done. I guess you can arrest you can arrest her yourself. That should make things a little easier for you. Now, where was I? We have a luxury liner. Dictators meet in Caralibro. Build a roller coaster. That one should be in luxury attractions, and we'll build it with the next paycheck. And yes, I do stream consistently. Unless there is a force majeure in force. In that case, I will not be able to do that. But generally, yes, I do stream consistently. Our healthcare was responsible for 3 deaths last year. Yes, I think it's time for us to actually build a second clinic.
What matter requires Presidente's attention?
What's next? To serve and protect?
Bad news, I'm afraid. The British claim that they are entitled to a percentage of your tourism profits.
London wants to expand the 20% profit tax to include tourism. I intervene on behalf of the UN and convince London that more taxes will have disastrous effects on the economy. They've actually agreed to drop the profit tax on exports altogether if you make a one-time payment of $20,000. Well, what do you know? UN actually being useful for once. And we can definitely afford that. Finally, we can start earning even more money. And where in the world I'm streaming from, let's say Eastern Europe. Unless my accent does not give it away enough. What do we have next? Green is in.
The beautiful flower of nature, Miss Sunnyflowers, tells me that the environment is very important. I listen to her because she is important.
A good environment will make our people happy, but more importantly, it will improve the service quality of our tourist attractions. This means a higher tourism rating, more tourists, and most importantly, more profits for Cara Libro. Industry and resource production pollutes the environment. Garbage dumps can fight pollution, and gardens and decorations improve the environment of an area. Our environment is good.
He can stop global warming, but he likes it hot. He is not an environmentalist. He is an earth warrior. He is El Prez, the most awesome person in the world.
You're from USA? Yeah, I can imagine that.
Presidente, if left unchecked, crime can become a serious problem, both for your citizens and for the tourists who visit our island.
Already working on it.
He is capital punishment personified. He neither serves nor protects. But you would still be safe around him. He is El Prez, the most awesome person in the world.
And yeah, Penultimate does have a crush on Sunny, at least starting from this game. And I think we can also place one final police station over here. Which country? Well, I'd rather keep that a secret at the moment. What else do we have? US Senator to visit Cara Libro.
Presidente, I formally accept your invitation. I will book the finest five-star hotel on Cara Libro immediately. I would like to add that I'm not a crook.
A luxury hotel. And a roller coaster, can't forget about that. So, luxury hotel will require electricity to start off. But we'll have enough of that already. Yeah, well within the power grid, like so. Now, how much was for the roller coaster again? 12,540, and it will take 4 megawatts of electricity. Well, I guess we just need to wait for the next freighter to come in, and we'll see about it. People don't really want to work at a cigar factory for now, so I guess we just need to wait for the new generation of school children to finish their studying, and then they will come work somewhere that needs a high school education. Like that factory, or I suppose a new police station that we'll be building up as soon as our construction workers get on it. Why haven't you put any panels on your About section? Well, that's because I haven't gotten around doing that at the moment, and I'll need to consider as to what exactly to put in them. But I will get around to it eventually. There we go, and a roller coaster, which I'm thinking we can place over here. Some battles, I will consider it.
Presidente, being good is not always the best way to become famous. Some of the most famous presidentes are quite villainous.
I'm not saying that you should be like these bad people, but a few arrests or public executions could make you more famous. Of course, there may be consequences for these actions, but that's the price we sometimes have to pay. From now on, you will gain followers each time you arrest or eliminate a citizen. Well, that would have come in handy when we were stuffing our labor camp full. But let's actually check. Do we have any criminals left? No, looks like we arrested them all. Good job, us.
Presidente, one of your eager supporters, has a compromising photo of Senator Richards in our cabaret.
Now that we have these photos, the Yankees somehow want them destroyed. I am sure we can get something in exchange for the photos. On the other hand, making them public will attract attention to Cara Libro and you, Presidente. Let's be reasonable and blackmail the senator. Our relations with the US are fine as is. Even Middle East has gotten over the fact that we were religious fundamentalists.
The Swiss buy watches from him. It is said that the Swiss Guard applied to guard his palace, but they did not have the required training. He is El Prez, the most awesome person in the world.
Which Brit are you referring to? Lord Chefney, or do you mean Antonio Lopez? Because that's definitely not a Brit. At least he wasn't last time I checked. That's my Discord. I've got the link somewhere. Let me quickly check and I'll be able to post it in the chat. Ah, Chafney. Hyperinflation and now public executions. No, that's definitely Lopez, suggesting Chafney has been a neutral party so far. Give me a moment. I'm going to post the link as soon as I'm able to. Now, what's that?
Presidente, you invite imperialists and despots to your island, but who will represent the common man? Is Marco Moreno, flame of the revolution, not good enough for your attractions?
Have 5 soldiers. Easily doable. And finally, spam, 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 spam.
Presidente, everyone likes meat, right? Let's send some spiced ham to each and every person in the world.
I've started negotiations to buy enough spam for this operation. It'll only cost us 50,000. A total bargain. The deal includes the postage and shipping costs. Just say the word and every person in the world will be able to enjoy some meaty goodness, courtesy of El Presidente. Even vegetarians.
Tropico's population has reached 250 people. We are slowly but surely turning into the China of the Caribbean.
And what's this?
Comrade, I have a secret task for you. It is a matter
Export 500 fish.
Presidente, I have an urgent cable from Washington. We want the rebel Marco Moreno apprehended.
The CIA has flagged Mr. Moreno as a person of interest, and he is suspected of terrorist activities around the Caribbean. Of course, we are ready to compensate for you for your help. We would appreciate your discretion in this matter. In this case, I think I'm gonna go with the film a daring escape and send it to the press option. Nobody knows if we've warned him, and nobody needs to know we did that. There we go, cathedral built. And people are actually flocking into it. Those bishops will have their hands full. And thank you for the follow there. Yep, sent you a request on Discord. I can see it. I'll get right back to you. After the stream, of course. Where was I?
What do you want? I'm busy ruling.
Mm-hmm. Nobody wants to work there just yet, it seems. We may need to get us another grade school. How many children do we have, anyway? A lot of them. 74. Yes, we're definitely going to need a second grade school at this rate. And besides that, how about a newspaper? We'll put it at coupons and more. Plus, of course, a couple more residential buildings. Those shacks are starting to get old, after all.
Presidente, it seems that after years of collecting the Dictator Life monthly magazine, our prudent Minister of Economics has accumulated a huge number of coupons.
Okay, one free cannery. Now that is a bonus I can get behind. Especially if people will actually work there. It makes canned products out of pineapples, coffee, and fish, if memory serves right.
He is the host of his own reality show. His words entertain the people all day, every day. He is El Prez, the most awesome person in the world.
You will gain new followers each month based on the number of journalists on the island.
This is a glorious day for the freedom of speech in Tropico. Our fellow citizens will now have the privilege of seeing El Presidente's beautiful face every day in their living room thanks to our new television station. Be prepared for quality television programming, which includes shows such as All Presidente's Children, As Tropico Turns, and the bold, and the Presidente.
The people demand actions. Your signature on this edict.
And yes, Social Security Edict is another good idea. There we go. I hear another quest marker popping up, but I do not see it just yet. Ah, there we go. Celebrity hotspot.
Presidente, the best way to become famous is to mingle with celebrities.
Attract 50 wealthy tourists. That can be done. I guess it's time to raise the wage a little bit more. On all accounts. And how about a horticulture station somewhere around here? Organic agriculture, papaya, pineapple, and banana. All get a boost from it. I'm sure the inmates, or rather laborers, will appreciate this bit of help coming from us. Or maybe they just eat their own papaya produce.
Buenos días.
What are your stats anyway, Dolores? Good intelligence, poor courage, and good leadership. Been working a lot of time as a shopkeeper. No, we will not be increasing the exports for you at this point, because we need more people.
Are you a rebel? Make it so.
It definitely feels like I've seen this eternal flame somewhere before, but I can't quite remember where. Well, at least people enjoy visiting it. Let's beautify the place a little bit. And consider possibly opening the borders for immigration once again. Or maybe we can just wait for the next generation of Tropicans to grow up. That's also an option. I guess some tourists would like to visit this place as well. Who would have thought? "30 tourists, 8 of them wealthy. That's a fair exchange."
Talk fast, I don't have all day.
Of course I'm gonna take the limo up to here. Otherwise, who am I? If not El Presidente. It is a requirement.
What is it now?
And yes, good, finally someone is coming around to build the roller coaster, specifically once I've upped the urgency on it. Oh.
A drought, Presidente. Mother Nature is gently reminding us how many resources we consume.
Water restrictions. $1,000 lower the happiness of everyone by 5, but will mitigate the effects of the disaster. Sure, people will go a little stir-crazy because of that, but that is a price I am willing to pay. Now, what was that? I am a golden god.
Presidente, we need a symbol to demonstrate your greatness. I'm thinking of a giant golden statue of you.
Maybe later, once we have finished up enough of this. Speaking of... And there we go!
Success! I have over 1 million followers. Today magazine just voted me the most popular person of our time. Everyone wants to be my friend. Hollywood celebrities and rock stars want to take a picture with me. I'm more popular than the Beatles. Now that I have the world's attention focused on me, the first phase of my plan is now complete. With money and fame, I have everything I need to begin building Tropico into a superpower.
Not bad at all, if you ask me. However, looking at the time, I'd say we're gonna need to finish this up for tonight. Never mind the fact that we've had that regrettable hiccup with Shadowrun. Looks like I'm gonna have to just possibly run through it at another time. However, once again, I'd like to thank you all for coming, and I will see you all hopefully tomorrow, because I will have a bit of a university-related, I'll have preparatory sessions for university on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. So that means, also hi there, you are a little bit late. We are closing off for now. Anyway, until next time.